Budget cuts, layoffs, a tight economy. Some Virginians say they're fed up with how the General Assembly handled the economic crisis during its last session. And today they took to the streets of Richmond in a march for jobs, peace, and justice. CBS 6 senior reporter Wayne Koval was there. He's live tonight in Richmond with that story. Wayne?
Well, Shelby, the Virginia People's Assembly is behind the march. Now, they claim that more than 70 groups and organizations across the Commonwealth are now behind them. And they're concerned about when the General Assembly reconvenes on January 13th. They believe that the state economic problems will continue and only get worse with more budget cuts and layoffs. And they hope that that's not going to be put on the backs of the working class poor. They want to see more taxes go towards big business. Capital City's financial district and down Broad Street. The Virginia People's Assembly voicing their concerns.
It's about jobs. It's about bringing peace not just in our communities but globally, and justice. And it means justice for the common working man and woman.
The only solution is the people's revolution.
An hour before the march, the group rallied downtown.
We're not talking about redistributing wealth. We're talking about rebalancing the wealth.
Right.
One of the group's biggest complaints, they want big business to pay more in taxes.
Shift it over to the corporations. Let them pay their fair share. You know, they've been getting a free ride. That doesn't mean more people are getting to work.
While the turnout was less than anticipated,
it would be great if there were more people, but yeah, this is definitely a start.
Many, like John Richmond, had their reasons for participating.
I was very disappointed that all the economic stimulus money has gone to bail out an unproductive sector of society, and that is the financial institutions. And very little of it went to building infrastructure and creating jobs.
So I wanted to come out and show my solidarity today, and also motivate myself to work toward creating a better Virginia. Virginia People's Assembly is a broad-based coalition, they say, with people from all across the Commonwealth. And today, they had people from Hampton Roads, the Roanoke area, and right here in Richmond taking part in their march. Reporting live in Richmond, Wayne Koval, CBS 6 News. Shelby, back to you in the studio.
Thank you very much. Well, citizens from across the Commonwealth braved the cold and marched to the state capitol today. They're hoping to send a message to Governor-elect Bob McDonnell and state lawmakers before the new legislative starts this week. Laura Geller has a story from Richmond. No more budget cuts or layoffs and a tax increase for large corporations. Those are just a couple things one group is hoping to get out of the General Assembly and the next governor. And with the legislative session set to begin in just 4 days, about 100 people took to the streets hoping to send that message loud and clear. It's become a sort of fight song for the Virginia People's Assembly. About 100 people braved the frigid temperatures for a rally and march that lasted a couple hours.
That tells you something here, that the people of Virginia care about Virginia.
Organizers say right now the state budget is balanced on the backs of workers, and tough economic times are not an excuse to slash state jobs. Daniel Braslow traveled all the way from Blacksburg to make sure state lawmakers get the message.
It's times like this when you really need to look at those priorities hard and really think about what's important and what government should be doing and what its role is.
The group walked from Canal Plaza through the city's financial district. Protesters say the banks and corporations in these buildings need to pay their fair share of the state's tax burden. The state hasn't raised the income tax rate on large corporations in decades.
Virginia has the second lowest corporation tax in the United States. And what we're saying is increase the corporation tax. If you do that, you won't have to do a lot of the other cuts.
The group marched all the way to the Capitol saying government needs to return to by the people and for the people.
The only solution is the people's revolution.
The GA session is set to begin Wednesday, and while the Virginia People's Assembly says the rally and march are its main event, organizers say they'll return to the Capitol to try to influence the budget process. Laura Geller, NBC 12 News. Thanks, Laura.